Winter solstice is one of 2 points on the ecliptic of the celestial sphere where the sun is furthest from the celestial equator, marking the first day of winter. For winter in Earth's northern hemisphere, this day occurs on or near December 21st, with the sun appearing lowest in the southern sky near high noon. For winter in Earth's southern hemisphere, this day occurs on or near June 21st, with the sun appearing lowest in the northern sky near high noon. Let's break this definition down. First thing you need to know is we're talking about the first day of winter. But the first day of winter occurs on 2 different dates on Earth. If you live in the northern hemisphere, it occurs on or near December 21st. But if you live in the southern hemisphere of the Earth, it occurs on or near June 21st. Hence the reason why we say one of 2 points. It's one of 2 points on the ecliptic of the celestial sphere where the sun is furthest from the celestial equator. Well, what do we mean by ecliptic, celestial sphere, and celestial equator? Well, let's look at these 2 diagrams courtesy of NASA. The first diagram is showing Earth at the center. And notice we have the Earth's northern hemisphere above this yellow line, which is mimicking Earth's equator, and we have Earth's southern hemisphere, which is below this mimicking line of Earth's equator. Now, at the northernmost point on the Earth, at the North Pole Santa lives there. And the same thing at the southern pole. At the very southernmost point on the Earth, at the South Pole, we have the South Pole Santa. Now, this balloon or bubble that's surrounding the Earth is what we refer to as the celestial sphere. And the point above the Earth, at Earth's North Pole, where the North Pole Santa lives, on the celestial sphere is called the North Celestial Pole. Similarly, the point on the celestial sphere that lies directly above the South Pole Santa's head is called the South Celestial Sphere. If you expand the Earth's equator out onto the celestial sphere, you'll trace out this yellow line, making what's called the celestial equator. Now, what about this green line called the ecliptic? Well, let's go to the second diagram, which is showing the Earth orbiting around the sun, and we have 4 different Earths drawn on this diagram, one for each season of the Earth in 365 days. Now, the plane that the Earth and the sun lie in is called the ecliptic plane. And when we transfer this bottom diagram onto the celestial sphere diagram, we get this green line, which is the ecliptic, and that is going around the Earth on the celestial sphere. Now notice the bottom diagram is showing the Earth orbiting around the sun. But the top diagram has the Earth in the center. So what do you suppose lies along the green line forming the ecliptic? Well, that would be the sun. So if we took snapshots of the sun 365 days in a row and put them on the ecliptic, we would trace out this green line. Remember, the ecliptic is the plane that the Earth and the sun lie in. So if the Earth is at the center of the celestial sphere, then it must be the sun that is moving along this ecliptic in 365 days. Now let's go back and look at our definition for winter solstice. It says one of 2 points on the ecliptic of the celestial sphere. Well, here's the ecliptic, so it's got to be 2 points along this green line, where the sun is furthest from the celestial equator. Well, that must be these 2 points. Here's this yellow point on the green line of the ecliptic, and here's this yellow point on the green line of the ecliptic. Notice that these 2 points are furthest from the celestial equator, which I have indicated by these 2 arrows. So these 2 points are the points on the ecliptic of the celestial sphere where the sun is furthest from the celestial equator, marking the first day of winter. So the first day of winter in the northern hemisphere of the Earth must be on December 21st, when the sun appears lowest in the sky, the lowest in the southern sky, so it must be below the celestial equator. Now, if you're living in the southern hemisphere, well then you're looking at when the sun appears lowest in the sky, but it's in the northern hemisphere, and this must be on June 21st. So these 2 points on the ecliptic of the celestial sphere, where the sun is furthest from the celestial equator, is the first day of winter, marking the winter solstice.